Hello, this is Brenda Bates, Medicine Woman, and today's show is Medicine Woman Reveal, and we finally have the other half of the Medicine Woman.
Women.
My
whole self is here and your whole self is here.
Yes!
Hey, I know you all miss me. Hey, it's Jen Toffel, Medicine Woman. Glad to be back. You're a busy month.
Yes, a very busy month. You said July is just that, the way it is for you. It's busy, busy, busy.
Yes.
So, glad to have you back. We have a lot of things to do. Our switchboard is completely full, so we're not going to waste any time. We are just going to jump in. So the first one that's in line, we are going to go ahead and cue.
631 area code, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing, sir?
Good.
How are you?
How can we help you?
I'm doing excellent. Excellent, thank you. Quick question. I actually basically started my business back in December, and I opened the second location, and things are going great with my first store. The second location has slowed up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to see, you guys see it picking up, or I think the second location was better than the first one, quite honestly, but...
Well, you're getting very much discouraged from what I'm seeing. But, let me ask you a question. They're showing me a picture that, okay, so what you do, is it very unique? Or is there another store that's like you near you?
No, actually there's nobody really neat. I own these, two gold line stores, so people come in and sell their jewelry, and...
Okay.
There's nobody, my second location, there's nobody within probably about a mile.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. The mindset that's in the area of your second location, do the people accept what you're doing?
Do they, I'm sorry, expect what I'm doing?
No, accept what you're doing.
Yeah. No, that's all, I think actually my location is great.
Okay. Well, I know that the second location is very good, but the energy that I'm picking up is that in that building where you're at, what was there before that?
First store?
Okay, now the reason why I'm asking you all these questions is because the energy that's there, and I'm trying to see if it's coming from you or the location of the land, but the energy that is in that space is that people have contempt for whatever was there, or for whatever you're doing, or for whatever religion. I mean, there's a big, huge contempt of energy in that space. Now, according to the spirit, this location should do excellent. But there is a mindset that, oh, that's just wrong. All I can hear, so that's why I was asking whether...
So what kind of store was there before?
A thrift.
A thrift?
It was a thrift store before.
Okay.
And
I'm wondering, could it be somebody, because I learned the business from somebody, and they don't like that I open my own. Could it be a projection of them, their negativity?
not just them, but it goes with other belief systems. Now that you've given me that information, I'm going to run with it and just ask a little deeper. Because he has this, does this affect the business? Yes. Now, can you blame just that person? No. So there's a story that needs to be resolved from you, which stems from when you were 2 years old, that people had contempt for either what you were doing, and it keeps going back to your success. Or did you have family members that were jealous of you?
Yeah, I guess somewhat. My girlfriend, she's the one, like, she wants me to do well, but she doesn't want me to do well. She wants me to do well 5 million times, but, she has, unfortunately, my father said, like, my father says she doesn't want my father to do well.
Okay, now see, there's another side view of what happened at 2. People want you to do well, but then they don't want you to do well. It will affect you if you have had this particular type of people in your life growing up, and it always feels like you're fighting the system. It always feels like, they're rooting for you, but yet they're not. Now, and so you have to understand, this is a pattern that wants to be addressed to resolved, not just to show up and piss you off. It's so easy to blame others, but we have to really understand, why did our soul create this particular pattern for us? In this case, the energy that's you came with is that it's about contempt. And that's why I asked you when you were inside your family growing up if people were jealous of you, if you had older siblings that said, oh, this person gets away with everything, this person gets it, but yet they love you and want you to succeed, but yet they have another conflict with you because it interferes with their thought, their pattern of who they are. It's like, oh, don't change unless I tell you so, or don't change until I'm ready. So it's part of what you're used to having happen to you. Does this make sense?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Okay, because remember, anything that happens to us when we're little will affect how we are today. And if something keeps repatterning, we have to resolve it. Again,
I don't really ever,
go ahead.
I don't have brothers and sisters or anything, anybody to be jealous of me. I'll be honest with you, my girlfriend's jealous of me because, you know, not that I grew up privileged, but I grew up an only child, you know, big house, you know, mother doted on me, and she grew up with, you know, 15 people in her house, and nobody was
Okay.
gone.
Here's the question. Did you have neighborhood? Did you have school siblings? Have you ever had anybody that had contempt because it just seemed to come so easy for you?
That's what I'm really aware of. That's what I'm aware of, honestly.
Okay, and well, because what's happening as the adult is only a pattern of how it is in the past. So the girlfriend is, I'm just going to see if there's another time besides 2. 2 is a big chunk.
I see classmates or so, classmates or clubmates. Or
I see something about 5 years old. I don't know if it's a club. Like it could be Boy Scouts, it could Girl Scouts. It could be any Scouts, and it could be any club. But again, now they're showing me at 5 years old, which could be kindergarten.
Right, you go. I mean, you're going right into
Were you
social
considered
groups and that kind of thing.
Were you considered smart? Did it come easy for you to learn stuff?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, so it's not that. It's in that it must be about material things.
That you can receive gifts.
He's open to receive. He's open to that's why he can do well. He doesn't. It just comes easy. That material part. That. I mean, his self-esteem is that he gets it. He knows it. He didn't have to really work hard for it.
I've always, when it comes to business, I used to do really well. I got paid well. But I never had a problem getting a job. I never had, I was always able to get money to pay for things. And maybe that,
And people can easily be jealous of.
So dude, you can.
Yeah, people can be easily jealous of that.
Let me ask you a question. Are you almost embarrassed or ashamed to show people your goodness or your happiness? Did you have surrounding negative people, and if you told them about your goodness, they thought you were bragging?
Yeah, that's no problem saying I'm doing well or I'm not doing well.
You know, this all stems from the past.
And if I'm doing, even in the past when I've made a ton of money in the past,
Uh-huh.
I did, I basically lived in the area down in Swansea, but I always took care of my friends, my friends when I went out, I had more money, I paid for it, I paid out to dinner, I never ashamed of it. So I worked for it.
Correct, you did work for it. But again, some people, it depends on the thought system. And again, it goes back to, you have this, I don't want to say gift or ability or any of this. You were one of the fortunate ones that didn't have to go through victimization or being controlled. You basically said, oh, you don't have to really learn the hard way. You've already done your time in another part of your life. I don't know how to explain this. I'm asking Spirit how to explain this because there is a particular thing from your past. And so even though you've jumped forward to having your choices and making them, you are now second guessing your choices because of the people that are in your world at this point. You didn't have a problem making those choices in the past. You're going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it succeeded, and now you've got people that love you, that are near you, and you're almost second guessing that you should do something. As in, your girlfriend may be acting the way she is, and you are now going, oh, I can feel that, and now you need to second guess yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're...
I can see some things to her that I really shouldn't, and I do.
Ah, okay. And the thing is that right now your soul is getting ready to... It's something that's not that's about healing in your past. It's about taking that rite of passage of growth. So basically you're creating a situation so that you can understand somebody else's point of view and incorporate those skills into who you are now so that you can reach more people. If you ever get a chance, I know you probably wouldn't because you're a guy most usually, but there's a cartoon called Brave, and it's about this female that has told she's supposed to be forced to be a princess, and she doesn't. She wants to be free-spirited and shoot arrows and do all things that she loves, and there's a great conflict between her and her mother, and they both have to go on a journey to understand the other point of view, but they grow from it because they have to step in the shoes of those other people, and as they step into what they said no to, they realized, oh, I found value in this. And that's what I feel is like this is part of your growth period. It's not something you really need to heal in the past. It is this particular growth period that somebody is giving you their point of view. Now, it's not necessary that you have to really live that way, but to help you understand why it's important, why that exists. Now, I just keep feeling like somebody's trying to hammer into your head, you don't get it, you don't get it. No, I got a girl voice. I don't know why I'm doing an imitation of a girl's voice, but is some girl telling you you don't get it? You don't get why they're hurt. You don't get why they're having a wound. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, she tells me that all the time.
Okay. This is what is getting to you and grinding you down, because it's like you're at fault for her having pain, and you have to pay for it when it should be her. Nobody should pay for it, but when people hold resentment and people have this hell in their face again, they will take it out, or the person, you have to reflect it first. So the person she really needs to be having this issue settled with would be her parents. Okay? And so what you're learning as a process of growth, and that's your business, is about growth and succeeding and the relationship between a customer and the owner. It's fair, it's decent, it's honest, it's authentic. But in the relationship aspect, it's weird, they say, oh, the customer's always right. In this case, she has a pain. Like I had a friend that she got divorced, but during that time she wanted her husband to pay. And I says, why does he have to pay when it was your father that abused you? And she says, well, all men have to pay. And I says, no, I says, you're taking it out on this person. You need to heal the resentment that you have towards anybody, because it's carrying over into your life, and it actually destroyed the marriage. And she didn't want to take responsibility that she had any part of the marriage being destroyed. It was just all his fault. And what this is when the child, like I tell the story of this little baby crawls backwards because that's the only way it knows how to crawl. It doesn't realize there's a forward motion. So it backs itself in under the table and the chairs and gets itself twisted, and it gets hurt, and it's blaming the furniture, and then the more it struggles, the more it is the other person's fault, the other furniture's fault, until it realizes that it's the problem. And then if it would just learn to grow from that aspect, then the baby would be able to get out. So you are with this girl to help her grow, but at the same time, she's not. Does she understand the stuff? I mean, you're calling. Does she like this stuff too, or doesn't? Because if she liked it, then she would learn that, there's healing tools, because that's one of the things we do, is help people get out of that space. We could actually help her get out of that pain from the past that causes you to have a conflict with you.